Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in Spring Hill, Florida. And that is my shovel, my OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula, a 12-inch by 24-inch pre-primed black canvas. And I have and am going to use and I'm excited about my Meden acrylic paint that is on my Amazon link that you can find below Show More underneath. On the link tree? On the link tree. It's on my link tree underneath the video. So, I'm going to start by giving myself, I'm going to do a swipe with some acetate cards that I cut, I think. But I do tend to change my mind occasionally. So, I'm not going to do this dead center down the center. Yeah, down the middle. But I do want a layer of paint on both sides. I don't mind if it starts to drip down, because that way I can just run my finger along it and integrate it. And I can even scrape my spatula off, as long as I don't really care that my tile gets a little schmutzy. Then I know, because I can feel it, that it's covered. So I'm going to move all the way up here. These are usually fairly quickly accomplished. Let's see what happens this time. I'm going to use my shovel to put my Meden paint in to get a nice even layer. I hope. We'll see how that works. I don't think I'm going to worry about the bottom, the longer side, because generally when I swipe down through the black, I'm going to have enough residual on my card so that I can then wipe it off on the bottom edge of the canvas. Just going to make an uneven line, and I might do it both ways. It looks like there's more than enough paint, so it might get to be a little messy. It's possible. I'm trying to convince myself that I could do this without making a mess, but so far it's definitely more fun not worrying about it. I'm going to throw that right in the bucket right now. I'm going to take my Meden paint. My Meden paint is with my regular pouring recipe, which is right underneath, Show More underneath the video. And then I add a little bit of distilled water. In this case, not very much. I'm going to fall short of the end. Actually, I'm just going to let it puddle and then I'm going to tip it. And let it puddle fall right out of the... 3 times. 3rd time's a charm. It occurs to me at some point in time I really ought to try and just draw with the shovel. That would be kind of cool, I think. And I've done it before, of course, many times. But, I mean, like, only the corner and right out of the gate. Not that I could actually force myself to use only the corner. Let's do this. Let's do this. I like this painting. I'm all done. No, kidding. I see there are some bubbles. I'd like to take care of those. I don't think I really need to worry about my gaps as much as I feel like I do when I see them from being like... I do like mark making, so it's really hard to stop once I start playing. Let's just take all that paint right out of there with my finger. Because I can, the name of my first book, it's on the Amazon link next to my second book called Unlimited Possibilities. Don't like wasting paint if I can possibly help it. I think I'm going to throw that in the bucket also. Now, I have paints so old I do not know what they are, but if I know what a paint color is and you ask me, I will tell you. Now this is dedicated to Linda, who watches quite frequently, who likes red, and I never ever give her enough red. So today is my attempt to do red and black and gold. And if I'm feeling it, maybe some silver. And in this case, some magenta. Because I like magenta with red. Like fuchsia plants are beautiful pink, magenta, and red. In which case, I'm going to use some of my hot orchid, speaking of flowers, from Color Art. I'm just learning. I'm using this new paint brand makes me want to just sort of start with everything that I've ever done and learn new ways of doing things. Who knows? This could even wind up being something Valentine's Day-ish. What do I have that I like there the most? I'm going to sneak in some Decor Americana Berry. And I'm getting past my quota, but I like the red. I really do. You know, this could be the start of something new. You never know. Clouds with graffiti. Now, my Decor Americana 24 karat gold. Did I put any of that orange in there? I want to see. It's not really orange. It's just definitely the lighter color. So do I put it up and down through? Do I put it underneath? Do I stop the painting and not swipe? Because I'm having way too much fun. Now I'm thinking my acetate cards are definitely the way to go. Because I like, but I also have this other tool which is Glad Sticky Wrap, cling wrap. Yeah, okay, so where do I start? Do I start with the big one? I think so. Try not to take my paint off the edge. Let's start over there. Let's start sideways. I can't wait for my black Meden paint to come. I'm so in anticipation of that. I ordered 2 white and I ordered 1 black and 1 white and I got 2 white, which I don't regret at all now. Now I don't have a scrape dish yet, but I'm going to grab one. Or I'm going to try and remember that I said that I wanted to wipe it off on the bottom. I like some of my patterns that are left behind. It might make it really hard for me to want to completely eradicate them. I'm just going to push back the card on the edge. Yeah, I'm liking my patterns. I'm feeling like maybe I should use a smaller card. And I haven't tried these little triangles yet. And I might like them a lot. I might also like to use the paint on them to go over the edge. Make the pattern cohesive, somewhat anyway. So that's pretty cool. The cells are outstanding. Let's just use the edge and see what happens. Because I often use the edge to fill in gaps, but I don't often draw. And I do like those lines that I've left behind, the marks, these dendrite in gold. Just a little fill in on that edge. And then grab that paint that's coming right over. Oh, that looked like a heart for a minute. Maybe we'll leave it a heart. I keep thinking I'm going to try and make something that's easy for everybody, but I have so many paintings. I have done so many paintings that it makes it really hard not to just want to be creative and have some fun. And I am having fun. And thank you for being here while I'm being creative. Let's grab that beautiful Hot Orchid. and get down and get funky and experiment with just dragging the corner of the card and leaving some shapes in the paint. That's kind of neat. I've never done exactly that before. Look at those cells. Woohoo! So you have GAC 800 by Golden in all of my paint mixtures, which means if I leave them heavy like this, I can actually depend on the GAC 800 to keep my paint from cracking. Just going to leave that right over the edge. I don't know what this is, but it's definitely abstract expressionist art. Somebody will suggest something. I have faith in you guys. You have great imaginations, truly. I like the idea of crossing over. It's obviously some kind of Valentine's lionfish. Just going to pull a few more spikes. I could tip this, but I'm not sure that it would really serve my purposes all that well. But I'm liking my composition quite a bit. Thank you guys for joining me. On this day, there's over 91,000 going on 800 subscribers. If you're new, please be welcomed. If you're not new, thank you for still being here. If you're finding me again, welcome back. If you want to be of assistance to me, you check out the exhibition video on the end screen for anybody who wants to help donate to keep the studio rolling, and you'll be automatically entered should you happen to use the PayPal or Patreon functions. The icons are on the bottom right hand corner of my YouTube channel banner, and the links are on, is that done? The links are on the link tree. I don't think it's ever done until I decide it's done. It doesn't have to be accidental art. It can be whatever kind of art you want it to be. Which reminds me, I really need to do a Dutch pour, because I have a bunch of this paint. Yeah, let's just do that a couple places, because I can. Add some spirals, because they're fun. And I like putting them in with the corner of the card. And it's actually like even easier. I think this is lovely. I have just barely scratched the surface of what to do with this paint, I can tell you now. If I have some extra, I might want to go through and touch up my edges, but I might just want to say this is worthy of being framed and not worry about it. So I torched to release the bubbles caught in the paint. Thank you guys for all the wonderful comments. They keep my morale boosted. They keep me coming back, and you keep me so inspired, and I'm so inspired to keep you inspired. And it's all good. It's a mutual admiration society that I thoroughly appreciate, so I want to make sure you guys know how much I appreciate you. And I don't know how much red there is in there, but there's quite a bit of pink, and I like it. Maybe there's just enough red. So if I don't torch, then I get bubbles in the paint sometimes, and they harden, and I get little nodules, and if they pop, then I get little craters. So I really like to torch, but especially with the Meden paint, which you can always ask me any questions you need to, including the name brand of paint. Oh, and I forgot to set my timer, but I think we're early, so that's going to be alright. I hope so, anyway. So ask me questions if you need to. Ask me questions about colors if you need to. Check my community board for tomorrow's video. Check my 1800 videos organized by the 100 and into 18 lists, and also by topic and genre. Check my link tree for my Amazon link, where you can find my 2 books and my OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula. And these are great too. My number 1 and number 5 are Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas. The Meden paint, where is it? It's over here somewhere. The Meden paint is on there. And that's well worth investing in. I think that's a life-changing event for me, and for probably a lot of people who have been waiting to make some cells, because those cells are stupendous and spectacular. And if I inserted some hearts in there, that would probably be pretty interesting. I'm going to zoom in just so you can see some of those cells and try and move my camera mount around. I think this is one of my favorite new paintings with the Meden paint, but I haven't done but 10 of them maybe. So, what did I not tell you? Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links are also on the link tree. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group is a Facebook group for students, and you can find tomorrow's video there often. And I also have on Facebook Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors, where the albums have some of my edited artworks from the YouTube videos. Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Totes and More will take you to pixels.com and Fine Art America via a Shop Now button, and you can also find those links right on the link tree. You can find my website on the link tree. My email address is below the video. Should you want to have a class at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, you are welcome to inquire that way. And I do sell my artwork. Please like my video, give me a share, give me a thumbs up, pretty please, pretty please, pretty please. And if you watch them longer, and when the notifications come out, and some of the commercials, you will help me survive, and I really appreciate that. My paint pouring recipe is below Show More. When you click Show More underneath the video, a whole lot of stuff's going to drop down. Right in the middle of all that stuff is my paint pouring recipe, and like I said, ask me questions if you need questions answered. I will do my best to answer them, or tell you who can, or tell you I can't. So I love you guys. I want you to take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Before you go, check out my Teespring clothing under the video. And if you ever want to see any of my artwork transposed in reproduction, like on canvas or acrylic or wood or anything, that would be for Fine Art America. But I also have all over print leggings and all over print t-shirts at Teespring and more stuff. But it's fun to look at, and if you want something that's not there, all you need to do is ask. So I will see you guys, like I said, anon. And this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, pretty much saying I love you. Come again? I know, I go on and on. I post at 3:15 p.m. in the afternoon, and on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, again at 10 p.m. at night. So if you're looking for a video, I can help you. And if you need a link, please just ask. I'll see you anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out. Finally, phew.